Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we'll be looking at a new Toyota Camry. This is like the entry-level model. I think you guys will be impressed with some of the specs on this. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Toyota here in Murray for giving me some time with this Camry. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 2.5-liter four-cylinder paired to a hybrid system and an ECVT. Fuel economy is 53 around town and then 50 on the highway, with power outputs being 225 horsepower. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, I really like this silver paint. You can see it shows off the new body lines quite well. And even this entry-level Camry, I think it's pretty cool looking. Headlights, turn signals aren't as fancy as the upgraded models though. And then this bottom section here with the grille, I don't know, I think it looks nice. So overall, it doesn't look bad for a base model. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 205 by 65 by 16 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you got that silver finish on them, kind of like an entry-level car thing, but yeah, that's pretty small wheels in today's world. You can see stuff like the mirror caps, the door handles are all body painted, so it gives it a little bit more of a premium look, and there's your side view. This leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the opening for the trunk Toyota logo, and well, pop it open. Now popping into the cargo area, we've got a couple of tabs to throw down these seats and get more storage, and quite a bit of storage here in the back. It's one of the big benefits of the Camry in general. When you're all done, just plop. Now being an entry level, no spoiler or anything like that. Then you guys can see with the taillight design, the Camry logo, and then you got the HEV badge, and there's the rear. Now take a look at the door panel in the back. It's going to be more basic with the material use, but this is interesting how they did gray with the trim there. But I mean, that kind of matches what they've done here with the cloth seats. Now legroom in the back of the new Camry is great. We got a couple vents there. You can see the charging ports down below. And this is pretty cool, little storage pocket. I will say, these cloth seats, they ain't bad. They're pretty comfortable. And then headroom back here, it's pretty solid. Now take a look at the front door panel. It's actually soft touch here at the top, surprisingly. There's like cloth trim. So I guess the gray in the back makes a little bit more sense once you see the cloth up here. You can see more soft touch down below. Then we've got all of our window controls here. Mirror adjustments, all of that. Blind spotting with the mirrors. And then here's the cloth seats. Interesting design. They are manually adjustable. And then, you know, you can have more basic looking pedals with this. And then up above we got our controls for like the stability control, opening of the trunk. I like the cloth trim here. And then look at this, the dash is actually soft touch all across. Now take a look at the steering wheel, again more basic with the material use, but all of the controls here are pretty similar looking to the more loaded up ones. And notice we actually have adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist and all that, which is pretty cool to have on an entry-level car. And then they still have traditional stocks in the back with this. Now I've got this digital gauge cluster here in the center, which we can use to see different bits of information on the Camry. And just like other models, it has the different drive modes. No cool animation, but still has them. Just backup camera in reverse, pretty solid resolution, just like other modern Toyotas. And then as for the infotainment system, just Toyota's smaller unit. As you can see, still quick response time, shortcut bar there on the side, pretty simple to use. And then we've got our analog controls here for the climate, dual zone climate with this. And then you can see down below a little charging area, and that's cool. This actually has a wireless phone charging pad. Shifter there for the ECVT, drive mode select here, and then you've got your EV mode in that area as well. Cup holders, of course. Center console. It's got nice padding on the top of it. I like the cloth trim that goes across, and then that too. Pretty normal glove box. And then no center or anything like that. So here's a quick look at the window sticker for this LE. You guys can see the base MSRP. Total MSRP under 30 grand, 29,923. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Visibility over the hood, both mirrors. And they do have blind spot. And then throughout the rest of the rear. And got to adjust the one mirror here. Easy enough. So entry-level Camry, I'm driving this back-to-back with an XSE. So that's kind of like a loaded up one with the sport tune suspension. So I guess we'll see if I can feel any difference in terms of the drive. But yeah, after like doing a walk around on this, I think this, like if I were to get a Camry personally, I think this is the one I would get. Probably all-wheel drive though. I was thinking the same thing about the Prius the other day. I was like, if I were to get a Prius, I'm not in the market for a car by the way, but I'm just saying hypothetically, like I think I'd get the base model. I don't know what it is, but I like the base model Toyotas a lot. Not sexy looking, but yeah, it doesn't feel like it's, yeah, it's powerful. I think the suspension, even though like the XSE have the sport tuned, I actually feel like it was a bit more comfortable in a way. Isn't that strange? So I guess there's a little bit of a difference with the suspension. Yeah, no difference with the acceleration. It's just as strong. This new Camry's pretty quick. I quite like this engine. It's nice. Yeah, it doesn't handle as well. So, wow, that's cool. The sport tune suspension actually does something. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not bad. Not bad at all. So, to sum things up with this base model Camry, again, I've done quite a bit of driving with the new Camry. This doesn't, the suspension felt a little bit different, but other than that, it drives pretty much the same as the other Camrys I've driven. So, I think this entry level is really cool. Obviously, all-wheel drive would be better, in my opinion, right? But aside from that, I don't know. This has everything that I would want in a car. It doesn't have heated seats, which, yeah, you've got good climate controls. So I think that heated seats for me wouldn't be a must-have when you've got solid climate. They're a nice feature though. They are a nice feature to have. But yeah, chaos. There's so many cars over here. Yeah, I think this is nice interior. It looks like it'd probably hold up pretty well over time, and it drives well, and it's less expensive by a pretty decent margin compared to like an XSE that was almost $10,000 more than this. So yeah, it just seems like it's a good value. So let me know what you guys think about the entry-level Camry. But if I were to buy a new Camry, it'd be this all-wheel drive, and I think that's everything that you'd need.